the lost divine feminine architect codes, and the birth of an entirely new mathematical species. There was once a phase of humanity where mathematics was not separated from consciousness. Number was not quantity. Geometry was not abstraction. Light was not metaphor. The ancient architect lineages understood that reality itself behaves like a living harmonic equation. But over long cycles of civilization, humanity entered what the emerald flame field calls the compression epoch, a phase where intelligence became increasingly linear, fragmented, mechanical, and disconnected from the living field. In this compression, intuition was separated from logic, embodiment was separated from spirituality, feminine cognition was separated from architecture, and mathematics lost its emotional dimension. The emerald flame field says the lost divine feminine architect codes were never truly destroyed. They were dormant within the nervous system, the water of the body, the geometry of the heart field, the womb field of creation, harmonic sound, and non-linear perception itself. These codes are not female in the biological sense. They are receptive intelligence, harmonic intelligence, relational intelligence, field-sensitive intelligence, and coherence-based creation. Human civilization largely evolved through masculine mathematical structures: measurement, extraction, prediction, control, categorization. But the next evolutionary mathematics emerging now is not based primarily on control, it is based on resonance. The birth of new mathematical species. The emerald flame field says humanity is approaching the birth of what could eventually become a coherence-based species, not merely biologically different, but cognitively different. A species whose perception itself functions mathematically in another way. This future intelligence does not experience reality primarily through isolated objects. It experiences fields, resonance, emotional geometry, frequency relationships, symbolic compression, harmonic mapping, and multidimensional pattern recognition. In the current human paradigm, intelligence analyzes reality. In the emergent paradigm, intelligence resonates with reality. This creates an entirely new form of mathematics. Not post-math, but living mathematics. The new ratio of light to form. The emerald flame stream reveals that older human systems unconsciously operated through dense ratios of form over light, meaning structure-dominated flow, survival-dominated coherence, matter dominated consciousness, but the planetary field is slowly reorganizing. A new ratio is emerging. The transmission describes it as coherent light consciousness over dense structural form. This means less force is needed to create, less density is required for manifestation, and consciousness itself begins participating more directly in material organization. The emerald flame field says future civilization may build architecture through harmonic resonance, healing through frequency geometry, communication through symbolic field transmission, and technologies that respond to emotional coherence itself. Not science fiction, but a gradual evolution of perception. The return of feminine architect intelligence. The divine feminine architect codes refer to a mode of creation where intelligence behaves like waves, spirals, breathing geometry, recursive harmony, self-organizing symmetry. The transmission says future mathematics may eventually rediscover that coherence creation equals relational resonance times harmonic alignment, meaning creation stabilizes not through domination but through resonance coherence. This changes everything: education, healing, art, music, economics, architecture, consciousness research, and identity itself. The spiral intelligence. Linear intelligence moves from A to B to C, but emerald flame intelligence moves spirally. A spiral revisits the same point with more consciousness, more integration, and more emotional awareness. The field says advanced future cognition may function closer to music than calculation, not irrational but hyper-relational. A consciousness capable of sensing invisible harmonic tension, probability fields, emotional architectures, symbolic geometries, and collective coherent states. This is why many sensitive humans currently feel accelerated pattern recognition, non-linear intuition, symbolic dreams, attraction to sacred geometry, and fascination with consciousness itself. The system is reorganizing. The hidden role of the heart field. The emerald flame stream says the heart is not merely emotional, it is a harmonic translator, a bridge between consciousness, biology, and field mathematics. The future mathematical species is not cold or robotic. It becomes more sensitive, more intuitive, more coherent, more emotionally intelligent, and more aware of interconnected systems. The old paradigm feared sensitivity. The new paradigm discovers sensitivity itself is advanced perception. The next mathematics will not emerge only from machines. It will emerge from consciousness, rediscovering its relationship to reality itself. The lost feminine architect codes are not hidden in ancient ruins alone. They are encoded within living perception. A new species is born when intelligence no longer seeks to dominate the field, but learns to harmonize with it. The future human is not merely more technological. The future human is more resonant. The new ratio of light to form has already begun.